Welcome to today's video, General Principles of Exercise. It has been said, the more informed we are, the better choices we can make. When it comes down to exercising, it is a science. And the more you know, the safer you will be, and the results that you're working for can and will be achieved. So here we go. Exercise programs will provide optimal results with minimal risk of injury when developed appropriately. This is the reason why we're doing this together. Training variables such as frequency, intensity, time, and mode, the FIT principle, must be considered when designing an exercise program. Frequency refers to the number of exercise sessions per week. Intensity refers to the difficulty of an exercise or exercise session. Time refers to the duration or length of each exercise session, while mode refers to the type of activity being performed. In the example below, we have a couple who are jogging. Frequency is they're jogging 3 to 5 times a week. Their intensity level is at a rate of perceived exertion between a 9 to 14, around a 50 to 75% of maximal heart rate. Their intensity level is at a point where they can still have a light conversation and continue to jog. The time that they're putting into their jogs is between 10 to 40 minutes of continuous activity. Now, maybe they have to take a little break. Their heart rate got a little too high, so they walk a little bit and they go right back into jogging. The principle of overload. To achieve desired training improvements or effect, the relevant body system must be overloaded beyond its normal level or preset capacities. When the body is stressed in this manner, it responds then by adapting so that its capacity increases. An example like the previous slide of jogging is, let's say you're jogging twice a week, but you want to see more improvement. You can up the frequency. So instead of 2 times a week, now you'll be jogging 3 to 4 times a week. B, you can up the intensity. So you can actually be jogging a little bit quicker. Or C, you can make your workouts longer. So let's say you were jogging for 20 minutes, now you can be jogging from 25 minutes to about 30 minutes. The principle of progression. For continued improvements in fitness, an exercise program should provide gradual increases or progressions in frequency, intensity, duration, and/or mode of exercise. The principle of progression should be applied after a few weeks of your body adapting and improving to your current workout routine. This is one of the reasons why after about 3 weeks we're going to measure a post-test of how much we've improved. And in the following 3-week workout, we can actually add progression to our frequency, intensity, duration, and to our mode of exercise. Another example is after performing, let's say, chair push-ups for a few weeks, and your repetitions have increased from 8 reps to now 17 reps, you now may want to progress to knee push-ups, as shown in the example down below. The next principle is the principle of specificity, said. Specific adaptation to imposed demands. The body will adapt to the type of physiological stress placed on it. In order to improve in a particular area of fitness or sport, the precise movement or movement patterns should be rehearsed. An example is if, let's say, you want to become a better long distance runner, then you need to hit the pavement, log the miles, and work up to the distance you're striving for. Swimming long distance or bicycling long distance is not specific enough to see the improvement in your long distance running. The principle of reversibility. If one's training workload is discontinued or decreased, detraining in performance will occur. Muscular fitness generally appears to decrease after 2 to 3 months without training, while cardiorespiratory fitness generally appears to decrease only after 2 to 3 weeks of not training. An example that I had was a couple months back. I had my calves were giving me some trouble, so I took 2 to 3 weeks off. And when I came back to my workouts, within about a week, I really thought I was at the same level I was before I got injured. This will be the last principle that we're going to be discussing today, which is the principle of overtraining. And this is an area that I see a lot of people when they do their New Year's resolution and they get into trying to get into better health. They join a gym, they work out too much, they actually overtrain, they get sore and or injured, and then they don't come back. The body needs time to recover, and the musculoskeletal system needs time to rebuild from the stress of vigorous exercise. And that's what exercise is: stress, controlled stress. For muscular fitness, you should take, I recommend, 1 to 3 days of rest in between, depending on the intensity of your workout. So if you worked out hard on Monday and you are planning to work out on Wednesday and you're just feeling still extremely sore, you may want to take 1 extra day off before you get back to your muscular fitness workout. As for cardiorespiratory fitness, it is recommended to take a day off after 2 to 3 days of your cardio workouts. You need to listen to your body. The recovery period is so important. It's just as important as your workouts. This concludes the presentation on the general principles of exercise. Thank you for joining me.